Hello and welcome to On the Mat with Lydia. That's me. Whatever has brought you to your yoga practice today, you are very welcome here. Today's class is a beginner's yoga flow. So this is a short introduction to some of our classic yoga postures that you'll see in many classes that you'll take if you continue on your yoga journey. So as always, please take everything at your own pace. Know that you do not have to get everything done today, so do this little by little, piece by piece, as you build up more confidence on your mat. And whenever you're ready, let's get on the mat. We'll begin today standing on our mats. So please bring your feet just underneath your hips. And we'll take a moment to rock around on the soles of the feet. So rock forward and back, a little sway side to side, just so you can notice how it feels when your weight is too far forward, too far back, too far to the sides, and you can find yourself right in that sweet spot in the center. So start to settle yourself in there where you're centered over your feet. Your weight is stacked. Your toes are relaxed. You could wiggle them if you wanted to. Knees will have a slight bend as you root down through your feet. And then feel a little squeeze at your lower glute and at your low belly, just keeping everything nice and stable at your center. From there, lift up tall through your spine, roll your shoulders back maybe once or twice. Arms will come by your sides, turning your palms to face forward, and your gaze will be straight forward with your chin nice and neutral. So we're not tucking it down, we're not lifting it up, but we're right there in that sweet spot. This is our Tadasana, our mountain pose, a really stable spot that we come back to time and time again in our yoga practice. For now, let's stand here nice and strong for 3 breaths so that you can start to tune into your breath where it meets your body in your yoga practice. So inhale, take a breath in through your nose. Let your belly, your rib cage expand. As you exhale through your nose, feel your torso relax and your belly button draw back towards your spine. Again, inhaling through your nose, standing tall. Exhaling through your nose, rooting your feet down. Once more here, inhale. And exhale. We'll start to move with that breath. So the next time you inhale, let both arms sweep out and up towards the sky. The next time you exhale, arms come down by your sides. Again, inhale through your nose, sweep your arms out and up. Maybe a little pause at the top. And then when you start your exhale, start to lower your arms until they settle by your sides. Once more like that. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, arms come down. Are you ready to add on? With your next inhale, arms will sweep out and up. As you exhale, hands come down through heart center. Bend your knees, send your booty way back behind you, and find a little squat down into your chair pose. So I'm just going to turn so you can see this from the side. Tailbone is reaching back, little hinge at your hips like you're closing a door. And finding yourself centered here on your feet. From that strong support of your feet, press back up to standing and release your arms by your sides. We're going to make that a little bit more fluid, linking breath with movement once again. So with your next inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands come through heart center as you sit back into that chair pose, booty way back. Inhale, press to stand as your arms sweep up. Exhale, hands through heart center as you sit down. Good. Inhale, stand and sweep. Exhale, hands to heart as you find your chair. Once more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, sit down into your chair pose. This time, stay here. Really feel your booty moving back as if you were actually about to sit into a chair. Maybe you can get just that little bit lower. Keep your chest lifted towards your thumbs as you take one more inhale here. Then as you exhale, let your upper body fold over your legs, hands release towards the floor. Please keep your knees bent. So your fingertips might find your mat. Maybe it feels more stable to hold on to your ankles, your calves, your thighs. But keeping your knees bent here really allows you to lengthen through your spine and feel the stretch not just through the backs of your legs, but also through your lower back. From here, it might feel nice to take just a little sway side to side through your torso, just checking in with any sensations in your body here. From your forward fold, hands will come to the fronts of your shins or the tops of your thighs. Take a big breath in as you lengthen your chest away from your thighs, finding a flat back. So the crown of your head is reaching forward, your tailbone is lengthening back. You're trying to get your back flat, like you could put a little teacup on there and it wouldn't fall off. Take another inhale while you're here. And use your exhale to rebend your knees and fold forward once again. Let's try that once more. Inhale for your halfway lift, hands to thighs or shins for support. Feel that lengthening of your spine and draw your belly button in to keep you stable. One more breath in. Use your breath out to slowly release into your forward fold. Beautiful. This time, inhale through that halfway lift. Slide your hands to the backs of your thighs, and then keep that flat back all the way as you stand up tall, coming back towards your mountain pose, your Tadasana. Lovely. Keep your left arm by your side. Take an inhale to reach your right arm up. And then exhale to lean over into a little side body stretch. Keep rooting down through your feet as you reach over through your right arm. The next inhale lifts you back up tall through center. As you exhale, release your right arm by your side. Inhale, left arm out and up, get tall. Exhale, side bend, leaning over to your right. Really feel that stretch through your left side waist. And then with your next inhale, lift back up. Exhale to release your arm down. Nice. We're going to move from here into a few rounds of our sun breaths. So we'll start in our mountain pose once again. Feet under your hips, palms face forward, shoulders back. Linking our breath with our movements. Let's inhale to sweep the arms out and up. Maybe look up. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold all the way forward, coming down towards your mat. Inhale for your halfway lift, hands to thighs or shins. Exhale to fold forward. Flat back as you inhale and rise all the way to standing. Arms can sweep out and up. And then exhale, hands come to heart center. Beautiful. Let's do that again. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, knees bend as you fold forward. There's no rush. Inhale, halfway lift. Find that flat back position. And exhale to rebend your knees and fold. Inhale all the way to standing with a flat back. Arms sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more just like that. Inhale, arms sweep out and up. Exhale, fold forward. When you're ready to inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. And exhale to fold. This time, bend your knees enough that you can bring your fingertips onto the floor and step your left foot way back to the back of your mat and lower your left knee to the floor. Coming into our low lunge position here, front knee just about stacked over your front ankle, pressing down through your right big toe and right heel. Now maybe it feels nice to keep your hands framing your right foot. Maybe it feels better to climb your hands up to the top of your thigh, giving your hips a bit more space. Maybe you're ready to go, reaching both arms straight up towards the sky. No matter where you are, keep anchoring down through that front foot and think about lengthening through the crown of your head. We've got a full breath in here. Slow, steady breath out. Really nice. If you have your arms lifted, slowly drop your hands back to your thigh and then slide your hands down to frame your right foot. Your left hand is going to stay on the mat. Maybe you're on your palm, maybe a fist. You might even have a block or something underneath your left hand to lift the earth up to you. From there, take an inhale to sweep your right arm straight forward. As you exhale, circle your right arm open to the sky, turning your chest towards your right knee. You're in a twist. So feel your shoulder blades hug together on your back, giving you this spreading across your collarbones, this wingspan through your arms. We have another inhale here. As you exhale, keep circling that right arm back and down. Sweep it all the way through until you're framing your right foot and your chest is facing forward once again. Lovely. From here, we'll rock the hips back, bring the right knee next to the left, hands underneath your shoulders. You're in a tabletop position. So hands and knees nice flat back. Take an inhale here and exhale. For today, you might stay right here, or we're going to move this towards our downward facing dog. If you're moving towards our down dog, hands come forward towards the top of your mat, toes tuck behind you. Send your hips back towards your heels, and then when you're ready, power up your legs, push your hips to the sky, and lift your knees away from the mat. Let your feet be at least hips width distance. Let your knees be bent. And focus on really lifting your tailbone as if someone was pulling your booty towards the sky. We're just here for an inhale and exhale. Whether you're coming from down dog or tabletop, please step your left foot forward to the top of your mat. Hands can help step it up there. And your right knee will drop to the floor, finding your low lunge on this side. Now, your choice if you'd like those back toes tucked or untucked. Some people feel more stable with them tucked under. I prefer untucked. Totally up to you. Explore and see what works. Just like before, hands can frame your foot. You can climb up your thigh, or you can reach your arms straight up towards the sky. Thinking about lengthening your tailbone down and feeling into that stretch through the front of your right thigh, right hip. So notice if your hips have tried to open up towards that right side of your mat. Can you pull your left hip back, push your right hip forward, just enough to square off? So what that means is both hip points, both shoulders are facing straight forward. Now we're here for one more breath in and breath out. Hands float back down to frame your left foot. Right palm, right fist onto the mat or onto a prop. Take an inhale to sweep your left arm forward. Exhale, circle your left arm to the sky, turning your chest towards your left thigh. Find your twist. So imagine your right side ribs trying to reach your left knee, finding that rotation through your middle and upper back. Legs are staying the same, supporting you there as you inhale. Now as you exhale, left arm reaches back, circling that left arm all the way down and through until your hands are framing your foot and you're squared off once again. Lovely, let's slide that left knee back to meet the right, passing through our tabletop position. This time, let's open the knees wide, so right knee to the right, left knee to the left, and then bring your big toes together to touch behind you. Setting up for our last pose of the day, our child's pose. We'll start to sit the hips back towards the heels. Really take it slow. Check in with your hips, your low back as you go. Once you hit that spot where you feel a little stuck, your body feels good to stay, then let your hips settle. Walk your arms forward and melt your chest, your forehead towards the mat. Coming into our child's pose, a fan favorite. This is a really nice stretch for your back and a really grounding posture for a lot of us. Now, if this shape is really not feeling great for your body, whether it's something with your knees, your hips, whatever you've got going on, you have the option instead to come up to a cross-legged seat, crisscross applesauce, just like kindergarten, walking your hands out in front of you, and just reaching the arms forward, melting the heart down, and finding a little forward fold here. Really, really similar sensation to our child's pose without quite so much pressure down onto the knees. So choose your own adventure. We're going to be here for another 3 rounds of breath. Wherever you are, think about lengthening your fingertips forward and letting your hips get heavy as they drop back. Maybe your forehead touches the mat, maybe it hovers. Finding that length through your neck, your spine, all the way out through your tailbone. You've got one more full breath in. Slow breath out. An inhale lifts you back up through hands and knees, coming back through that tabletop position. And from here, we'll simply sit our hips to one side, swing our legs around in front of us, and come into a seated position. So any comfy seat will do. As you start out your yoga practice, it might not feel great for your body to sit with your legs crossed. It might feel really uncomfortable to have your back tall when you're just sitting on the ground. So if you would like to lengthen the legs out, maybe knees bent, maybe even feet planted, just find a position that feels supportive for you as we finish out our practice here. As best you can, root your hips down, lift the crown of your head up, and then we'll meet with our palms together in front of our heart. This is our Anjali Mudra, a show of gratitude as we seal our practice. So you can gently press your thumbs against your sternum, bow your head towards your hands. Maybe your eyes close if that feels safe and comfortable for you. Taking a moment as you finish out your time on your mat today to reflect and notice how you feel. To perhaps thank yourself for showing up to your mat and taking this time to explore some new movement in your body. I thank you so much for meeting me on the mat today. Until we meet here again, be well.